Yeah, well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Coach Croft with friends. I'm sitting in the villa in Bali with one of the greatest friends of all time, Mr. Stefan.
Flattering.
What's happening, brother?
Not much. I think I may have just had one of the best massages of my life by the lovely Katut. After 7 days in the pumping surf in the Mentawis. And now we're just sitting down, maybe going to go through what's gone on in the last few days or the last few months, like what's been going on in our lives, because we haven't really been around each other enough.
We haven't, have we?
No.
But it's been nice too.
Yeah, but it always feels like it was like yesterday, for me.
Yeah, of course.
Like I try to come back once a year and it's like there's a certain type of people, it's like you say hello and it was like I saw you yesterday. But then there's some people when I'm like sitting there and I'm feeling a bit socially awkward. Like, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like we never left.
Yeah, it's nice. But yeah, a little insight what we've been doing. Was it how many years ago? 5 or 6 years ago?
Oh, what, that we started
Yeah,
there?
like why we're sitting here.
Yeah, why we're here.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll start while we're here. Like 5 or 6 years ago, like I think I was back in Australia because I'm living in London, so I was
You
back
would've
with the
been.
boys, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we were just sitting around a fire, maybe at someone's house, or we're like, geez, you don't really get many moments where you're just sitting with all your mates. Well, I don't personally.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, okay, what? We need to make this happen more. I feel like it should be something that we can, strive towards to make sure everyone's back together. When you get in the hustle and bustle of life, it's so easy to like get distracted and then kind of get lost in, forget like the roots, like the core values, like being with the people you love, spending the time with the people that know you truly, allowing yourself the space to be yourself. Like sometimes I have to I put a mask on. I'm in London, I'm around people, they know me, but I put a mask on. They don't truly know me.
So that's what it's been, hey?
Yeah. So for me, this has been amazing. I've been with 12 of my best mates. Like I haven't been myself for this, like really just like we were in high school again. But yeah, we were just sitting around a fire.
It's like we knew back then, like fuck, when we're 30,
we're
gonna have to keep the show rolling.
We're gonna need this.
Yeah.
I think it was like, okay, so in 5 years or in 6 years, I can't remember how long ago it was, we're all turning 30, so let's, what if, crazy idea, what if we all just put in $15, joint account, and we're like, fuck, that would be a pretty sick idea, and then maybe when on the year of the 30th, let's see how much money. But it's like, it's like you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk?
Yeah.
And we fully did it for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Just in this, I was doing it in my own separate account, but yeah. And then somehow we got a large sum of money, 12 boys together, and we ended up here in lovely Indonesia. And it's been super nice. Like for me, actually this year I've been gallivanting, but I haven't had any real like stillness. It's been quite like go. It's been beautiful. It's been with my partner. But again, it's still lacking that like connection to the other side. So I had this thing in my mind, just always like, I can't wait till October. I can't wait. Even though I'm still living my best life, I still like knew, like I was so excited for this, and it's pretty much gone beyond what I was expecting. Like I was nervous to see it.
Were ya?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
Like sometimes you just get this worry, like. Everyone changes as they get older, and like
We have as well.
yeah,
Like,
100%, 100%. And then, but my fear is like everyone where we live, if they're still there, they're changing kind of together, not together, but close enough to each other, and you see the changes, the micro changes, or how they might do something different, or they might have different goals, or they might have different actions, or like. For example, when you're 18, you're going out, you're getting drunk, you're hanging out, whatever.
Yeah.
But then as you get older, there's other things you'd rather be doing with the people you love. But maybe, and because I'm not there, it's like, I wonder if people will see the changes in me, or if they still see the old me. So then I get anxious, like, do I have to act how I was because that's how they know me? Or like, even though it shouldn't be that.
No, I get ya.
But I have that like thought in my head.
It's an interesting one because I think like a lot of friendship groups, hey bro, have that where it's especially if you've grown up with that group of friends like we have, then you know that friend for who they've been when you're 15.
Yeah.
When you're like 18.
Yeah.
When you're 21.
Yeah.
And we have grown in different ways.
Yeah. Which is beautiful to see.
Yeah.
But then it's like the fear of it, for me, like I will always accept anyone for who they've grown, but I have fear that people don't, or that they won't like the qualities that I've now come to have through my own experiences in life and through my own things like what I've done. But then it's never the case. These are just like we're going into, this is when you get stuck in your own head. And again, it comes back to not being around the people I love, and then I have all these worries. And I think if the root cause is the fear of losing those people, because I'm not there, but like even for me, I'm on the other side of the world. I always think about these people in my life because they're an anchor to me. Like if I call you, and I'm not the best at communicating. Like I'm not always on my phone. I'm writing to people, so I always feel like just that worry. But then you come back, and it's been such a beautiful couple of weeks because it's like, okay, why am I even thinking these worrisome thoughts?
Yeah.
And it was like straight from the get-go, click, like, oh yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we're on voice.
Yeah, so that was super nice. But yeah, it was I think I would say to anyone listening, if you have the opportunity to create some sort of experience or some sort of space or time with your friends or your loved ones, like, do it.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Don't
if there's like 20-year-olds or 25-year-olds or 30-year-olds listening to this right now, you've got like a core group of friends.
Yeah.
Think long term.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Think what will I be doing in 5 years, 10 years?
We're already talking
even
about
if it's
the
like,
next 10 years. Like, should we keep it going?
Yeah.
Until we're 100. Every 10 years, we're going on some sort of adventure.
But even like with your family as well, I was thinking like it'd be a sick idea to do with your family too.
100%.
Like, I don't know whether it's someone's 50th or 60th or 70th birthday coming up or whatever, and just to put a little bit of money aside and like create a memory. Cause
it takes nothing.
Yeah.
It literally takes nothing. But in the fast pace of our world, it's like you don't think like that. You're like you feel like everything you put out into the world, or everything you're putting out into the world is getting taken straight away. It's so fast paced. Like, but a small thing of a simple $10 a week, which is maybe having 2 coffees less in the week, or having 1 beer less on the weekend, or something so simple, then can create this experience that you're going to remember for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So it's like, then that comes to a really big thing that we could talk on is short dopamine hits of joy, or longevity of something slowly working towards something. Yeah, it's going to be harder. You're not going to get results, or you're not seeing, we're just putting $10 or whatever this is.
Yeah.
But in 5 years now, look, it's been this fucking monstrous adventure that we've been on. But it's because we put aside going, we want something right now. Like, we could go on a 5-day car trip and whatever and do it together. But like, no, let's do it right and take our time, and we're in no rush. We have our whole life. And that can be in anything in life, eh?
Yeah, that's a massive one, but I think that's like such a, what is it? It's like inbuilt into society is this survival state of like just living paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, all right, cool, I've got this, now I'll go and buy something.
Yeah.
And it's like the blinkers are on, so it's very like short-sighted and you can't see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
But I think that's also what like our friendship has done for me. Like the way that we've travelled throughout our life, like all the amazing trips that we've done, it's given me like what's real, what's important, because for me, like, the monotony of a routine is like, that can be really good for me too.
Oh, I'm the worst with routine, but I also, as I've gotten older and things like, without routine, eventually you're gonna get lost in some way, or you're gonna get pulled in so many directions. But yeah, like I get What were you saying? I cut you off. So
No, just saying like the monotony of a routine is good, but if you don't have any alternative perspective or like other way of how life can be, then I feel like a lot of people can get stuck in
for sure
that for the rest of their lives.
Then the question is, so how do you get that awareness? Like how do you allow yourself to have that awareness? And then that comes to, okay.
Well, have a go, bro.
Yeah, sorry, should we start? Literally worst role. Then that comes to putting yourself in situations you've never been in. Because if you've always been in the same situation, then you're not going to think about things differently, and you're just going to act in an innate way that's comfortable. But you have to take yourself out of that, and then you're going to realize certain things that maybe work better for you, or that you go, actually no, the way I'm doing it now actually is better. But like without having two sides to the coin, and then you don't know what the other side is telling you, or what other options you have. And for me, that comes like a massive thing was for me when Brandon and I bought the van. And you're literally living in this tiny square box with the minimal things that you need to survive. Something to cook and a couple of surfboards and pillows. That's it. No shower, no toilet, no nothing. What it taught me is like, and that comes down to like, you don't need a lot in your life to be happy. Yeah, obviously you need things, and that's just the way society's been built, the way the world works. But it's realizing that you don't always need the newest this. You don't always need 5 of these. Like to ask yourself like, what truly makes you happy, and if you can give yourself a situation that makes you truly happy, you'll find most of the time you don't actually need a lot of things to do it, unless it's some really crazy, like you want to own a jet and fly every day around the world, or buy a pirate ship, whatever. But like for me, what makes me happy?
Yeah, please, love to hear.
For what makes me happy personally is having opportunities to learn new things, to see a variety of ways of living. I grew up in a crazily multicultural family, so I never really had like, one way of doing something. So ever since I was ever since I was a kid, it was like, okay, like my dad's side, North African, they have this sort of traditions. My mum's side, Croatian, they have these sort of traditions. My dad, French, he has these sort of traditions. So I always was like a mixture of everything. So since I was a kid, I was always just fascinated with learning what else is there, how else. And for me, that's what makes me happy. Going into a place I'm so unfamiliar with, learning maybe what foods they eat, or a sense of community they have, and how it differs from mine. And then that's led to me like learning a lot about myself, about what I do and don't like. Like in my 20s, I feel like that's the time when you learn what you do and don't like. Don't force anything. You don't need to know where you're going. You don't need to be at where you're.
You don't need to have it all together.
No. You just find what makes you happy, do it, and then that's the law of attraction. Doing what you feel, doing what you love, what makes you happy, things will come to you, and then you have these realizations, and then you kind of just flow naturally. Whereas I feel like in the beginning I was quite forceful, because I had so much, like my parents are amazing, super supportive, but also they were always like very strict, like you need to have this sort of, in high school, when you're 15, what job are you doing? Dude, what do you mean what job am I doing? I don't even know what, I'm working at a butcher right now. Like I had all these stresses, so I always felt pulled in 2 directions. And then I think it was when we went on our first trip and you really started having a bit of independence and actually taking actions on things that you wanted to do, not because you felt like you had to. And ever since that, I've kind of just been in my flow state ever since. It's been so good. Like there's been ups and downs, but like, but I feel like if I hadn't have put myself in different situations, I probably would have still been comfortable at home, and that's okay. Like, it's a matter of perspective. Like my twin sister, like we're similar, but we're also different. She's very content with where she is, but I still don't know where I'm going, but I'm happy with what I'm doing to find where I want to go.
Yeah. You got trust in how.
And now it's led
How
me
you'll
to
get
an
to where you're
amazing
going.
partner. It's led me to future goals, future ambitions. There's still uncertainty, but well, that's okay. Do you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's a massive one. Hey, like people are.
I reckon I went on about 5 tangents then.
I like it though. I'll just pick them up and put them down.
Yeah.
But I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I like it.
Yeah, I think uncertainty is like something that we find really uncomfortable most of the time, and actually what I'm leaning into at the moment is like, how comfortable can I be in being uncertain of my future?
Yeah. You're not really taught how to be.
Nah,
It's like,
nah,
you
because
feel
the
like-
narrative is like you always have to know
Yeah.
what's coming. You always have to
But
know
I
it and
really-
be safe.
100%.
Because there's so much fear that's put onto
In
you
a
from
way,
so early on.
it is truthful. Like it's good to have ideas and plans, but the fear that's put on a lot of people, that's like, if you don't, you're going to fail. If you don't, you won't find success. And like, then when people are in that fear state, that negative mindset, they're not allowing themselves to be themselves because they're forcing things. And then when that happens, that's when things don't follow, they don't work, they don't, and because you're not doing it with your passion, with your heart, but we're not taught how do we deal with the uncertainty or the stress. And also, I personally think, this is to if there's any parents listening, when you're a kid, you think your parents got it all figured out.
Yeah.
As you get older, you realise, my parents still don't have it figured out. They're 60. It's like this thing, I don't know, everyone believes
that's why it's so important, like you said, to figure out what makes you happy and
100%.
have the courage to put yourself out of your comfort zone and go find what does make you happy and live it and try new things.
You find what makes you happy, you have a pillar. You have a base. You have a strong base.
So what would you say it is for you, like adventure?
More adventure is what makes
like a
me
broad
happy.
term.
I would say I feel like searching. I like searching for things. What's something that's going to make me feel searching for something that's going to make me feel extremely present. Okay, if I go to the base, the root of it all.
Yeah.
I like feeling present. When I feel disconnected, which is this constant battle I'm having with where I live now in London, it's amazing for my job and my career, but I feel so disjointed as a person because that there's no connection with people, there's no there's a rat race, it's 100 miles an hour, there's no rest, and I don't feel present, and I feel it in myself, and then I distract myself with so many unnecessary things. So for me, what makes me happy, adventure could be one part of it, or traveling, or some form of extreme sports or something. But if you look at it, what it does for me personally is bring me into presence. And then when I'm in presence, I have a stillness which allows me to focus on what makes me happy. Fuck, I'm getting goosebumps. I think I just figured out my life, dude. Serious. Whoa. I was not expecting that. But yeah, seriously. I think I just figured it out. I could have asked myself a lot, what am I doing? But yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. What brings me into presence? Okay, let's talk. For example, we just went on a surf trip. And you know how scary it is. Sometimes you've got a sharp reef, you've got a big wave.
I love this shit, bro.
What are you focused on?
You're just
it's omnipresent. You're just there. You're not worried about what bills you have to pay. You're not worried about what time constraints you have with work. I find that I say yes to people all the time. So I have 7 people I have to meet in a day, and I've got 1, I have to be there. Then by 3, I have to get on the train, which makes it there, and then there, and then And if you really look at it, I haven't had any time to think for myself.
Yeah.
I'm just a robot moving around. Yeah, I'm seeing people I want to see, but so it's what brings me to that present moment.
Dude.
Sorry, excuse my language, but or being in a place with the same uncomfortability when you go to a country you don't speak the language, and the words are different, the letters are different. So you're then having to figure out
What's going on, boys?
what's going on. Pool party. Then you're having to figure out, okay, problem solving, critical thinking. And in comfort, you don't have problem solving, you don't have critical thinking, you're just doing. I was talking about Max. Max was telling me about this today, like riding his bike. He's riding his bike from Australia to Cairns, and now he's going through Indonesia. And he said, I was like, have you been using map? Because he believes like with technology now, it's like it's taking away your critical thinking. You're just doing something that's like a generated thing is telling you. So he looks at it, and then he'll memorize it, and then he'll put it down, and he'll just keep going until he really thinks he's lost. Same when I'm in a place of uncomfortability, you think your critical thinking. It brings you down and allows you to think about it. And so yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, you know when... what's going on, brother? How are you?
Alright, yeah.
You enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoying the app?
Live,
Yeah.
yeah.
You just missed out on a revolutionary moment in my
Yeah, we
life.
had a big breakthrough. But yeah, so you know when you come back from a holiday or you come back from like an experience like surfing, and because you've been present, you've been able to like almost digest any thoughts that have been going on, and that's
Maybe
sort
the
of
ones you avoid because you
Yeah.
don't have the time and you go, okay, that's not important. But they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, so it's like digesting that, but then also having the lessons that you learn from doing the things in the adventure, or like from the lessons that you learn from being present, then taking that back into the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like you're finding your happiness, or you're finding your flow state, or you're finding your presence, or there's a lesson that you learn from like conquering a fear out in the surf. Like there's so many
It
like,
translates
parallels.
into
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
So much.
Something that I've like unlocked with this trip is the more crazy and amazing I make my life, or I choose my life to be, the better I'll be at my job.
Yeah, 100%, because you take that into what you do.
Yeah.
It happens to me at work, like, okay, so I
Wait,
work
tell the crew what you do.
Yeah,
for
so-
work. Like what do you...
Yeah, so for the last 6 years, I've been
It's your
working.
shop, by the way.
Been working as a paramedic in London, Shesh, and then it's been crazy. Like, I actually don't think I'm so grateful that before going into work, I had all these opportunities that we were talking about to go to places, do things, because I don't think I would have been able to cope as a person mentally about like what I saw, what I've seen, what I've been through, how to digest things. And remember I said to you, like, I'm still learning. I had to learn to switch my emotions off, and I haven't figured out how to turn them back on until I asked you to help me with the breathwork session at the retreat, which was amazing. We can talk about that later on, but again, it's a constant learning. But
yeah, so Steph did base camp number 1.
yeah, the OG. And for me, okay, so with my job, there's beautiful things, but I would say 80% of the things that you see, they weigh on top of you. They're mostly involving illness, sickness, issues with family, violence, and you're in a city, London, there's gangs. It's like, it's a whole nother world to where we were brought up. And I was like, wasn't really prepared, but I think I coped with it how I thought I should. And if I'm looking back at it now, I think I'm much better at it now because of having the time and presence with myself to actually figure it out, and having friends like you that allowed me to figure things out. But where was I going? I get a bit lost in that. Yeah, it was. So yeah, worked there 6 years. And I feel like I think that's why I also need these times, like we were saying, with the boys or with yourself, because otherwise I'm just go, and then I'll have a stabbing or a shooting, and then if we're getting vulnerable, like you see death, or you see um, family violence, or you see neglect of children, and it's like you really see how crazy this world
You
is.
see the dark side of life.
And there's so much more darkness than light in a lot of places.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Just a question, interested.
Yeah.
Do you think because you've seen so much darkness that it allows you to see more light?
It's a double-edged sword, because I think personally that I've seen a lot of evil and darkness and negativity, that I know that the power of doing one kind act, what it can do to someone. Because I've seen the power of my colleagues doing one kind act, myself doing one kind act to someone that's in need of it, and you can flip that person's life around. And I've seen a person see me in the street months later after helping them, telling me how their life has changed for the better of this, and it's one act that can show that someone cares about someone. And so, like, yeah, that is a beautiful thing, and it's allowed me to realize that, okay, to actively look to put kindness and my love out there to people, even if I don't know them, and even if someone's been the worst human to you, to, I think, not react to it. That has taught me that. But also, sometimes when you see this level of darkness, it crazily gets into my mindset, and then I start to think, what if I end up like this? And I see people that are so heavily depressed and so heavily medicated and so lost in this world, and then they're telling me about their life, and their life sounds somewhat similar to what mine has been, and then they're in this like part of their life that's so dark, and sometimes, and this is what comes back to me, having that fear of losing the people you love. And that's why sometimes I get nervous with my friends not being able to accept me for who has changed, how I've changed, because I don't want to lose them, because I've seen what happens when you lose people you love, and you don't want that. And so then when you're seeing negativity all the time, yeah, you can be the strongest person. I guarantee you, the strongest person, yeah, you can push it down, but it is there still. And unless you process it, it builds up in your head. And there's been times where I just have these weird ass thoughts that just not like me at all. But it's because of constantly seeing all this shit. But then you can have really beautiful moments.
Yeah.
And then it's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. But
what's this year done for you then? Like,
oh yeah,
because this year's been,
yeah, it's been really beautiful, because I've
in regards to like that in particular.
No, but for that, I think, well, I think when I came back last year, when we had the retreat, the first base camp, I was probably at my most lost in terms of who I was, how I was feeling, and what path I was taking, and my mentality just was really at a low. And then we went through things together, and then I started opening up to a lot more of myself, and I started saying, okay, I want to have a more analytical mind and actually process things rather than just squash them and avoid them. And so then this year, having that presence and time, I can honestly say I'm the most confident in who I am and where I'm going, because I've had the time to process a lot of things, a lot of darkness within myself, a lot of self-doubt, and also I've found confidence in someone that I love, and that person loves me, and I've never really had that sense of like real deep solidarity and connection with someone else. And it's like, even in scary moments, I've had now thoughts, no matter what, we're gonna get through it together. Yeah. Whereas in the past, it's like, I'm gonna get through it. But then it's different when you have a connection with someone else. And now I'm more open about myself and where I want and what I want and how I want to live my life. And I have that to share with someone else. So I'm like in this whole new step of life,
Yeah,
which
that's
I'm
great.
really embracing and I really love, and that's given me a
I
lot
love
of
that for
confidence.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know me. Like I was very much a selfish person, not in a maybe in a bad way, but like always thought about myself. So this like new transition in life, and I think it's opened me up in a lot of ways. And now I communicate a lot more. If I'm down, I always communicated with you. I always felt you were the one that I could be truly open with, like, and you would give me honest answers, whether it's what I would want to hear or not. But now I also have my beautiful partner, and she listens to me with no biased answers and gives me honest opinions. So I think it's been a really transformational year, especially with me processing emotions and not just pushing things down, which has then resulted in like my mind just feels so light. There's a weight off my shoulders, and because for a time like I couldn't, for example, like I could not feel emotions. It was so weird. It's like when people talk about, I'm not a psychopath, but when people talk about that sort of thing and they just don't react to anything, I fully just switched it off.
Yeah, right.
And like,
so you would explain that a bit more.
So for me, like you see a traumatic thing, I saw a child with mental health, with disabilities, let's say, 7 stories high, drop his car from the balcony, jump off the balcony to get the toy car because he didn't know that he's at a height. And my crewmate and I were the first ones to the job. We get there, I find this boy on the stairs. He dropped 7 stories and he's landed on a staircase. And I actually talked about this job. It was really, really intense. And I get there and it's broken bones and he's still conscious. Somehow, like, he's still alive, and I'm holding this child, and then like we take him to the car and we're doing everything we can, and he ended up passing away. And like, if I'm brings up a lot of emotions now because I still probably haven't even cried over that moment because I just like at work I had to teach myself like, okay, I'm seeing so much that I'm not prepared for it, so I'm switching it off. And when something like that happens, now I saw it and it's like, cool. And then, but the crazy thing is that person just passed away and then you have 10 minutes to go to the next patient.
It's crazy, bro.
So
I honestly can't fathom it.
Yeah. So I had to learn to switch it off. And the problem was I didn't learn to switch it back on. And then when my grandma passed away, extremely close to her. My parents worked 2 jobs when they were younger, day shift, night shift. My grandma was one cooking, taking me to school, like amazing woman. She passed away. I was distraught. I flew back to Australia for the funeral. I couldn't cry. I just stood there. Everyone's breaking down, and I was breaking down inside, but I couldn't feel anything. And then I'm thinking, what is wrong with me? And that's when I reached out to you, because that was a moment I was like, nah, I was a very emotional kid growing up. Like I have a twin sister, so it was very much what she felt, I felt. What I felt, she felt. We're always passing off so I felt like, I feel like I lost so much of myself because of that. But it was also a coping mechanism.
Like, do you think a lot of paramedics do that? Like to...
I have one mate that he's got a little, kind of like Inception, you know, the totem thing, and he takes it with him and then he puts it in his pot plant at home, and then that harbours everything. But then again, for me, I'm still not processing what happened. I'm still... So, for me, the lesson was like, I need to be open to, this really hurts, or that really had done some damage to me, but I need to accept that it's happened and then think about it rather than squash it. Like, it's reality. Reality is sometimes not nice. This is what I've learned. And actually, when we had that conscious connected breath that I asked you, please, like, I'm not myself, and you know me, and you said, okay, let's go through this together, and we went really deep into our breath, and I had the crazy thing was because my intention was to face this issue, face this thing within myself. So I felt...
Yeah, because I remember we had the chat about it.
Yeah.
like on the way there as well.
Yeah, and I was like, I think I want to use this moment to
Yeah.
maybe try and see if I can make some progress in what's going on in my mental space, because it's affecting me in my daily life too. Anyway, so then we had that, and I remember just like going really deep into the breath, and it's weird to explain, because like if you haven't gone through it, it's like, has it happened? But it's like an out of body experience. You kind of lost touch with my physical body, and then I was kind of just there, feeling. And then I just had this weird, like, warm sensation coming, and it was like, and then I just remember thinking, let go. Let go. And then I remember I woke up.
Yeah.
And you were there guiding everyone. And I woke up and I just started releasing so much tears, and you came and just wrapped your arms around me. And it wasn't like it was sad. I think it was a mixture of all the tears that I just haven't shed for the last 6 years. So again, if anyone's listening, breathwork is a very powerful tool. You can see what it's done for me. So I'm rambling now, but yeah, that's how I've learned to deal with that.
Yeah.
And I think now this year has allowed me to be much more open and just face things head on.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And now that's when I'm like, fuck, okay, next year let's go. I'm ready to face whatever's going.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know I've got some hard decisions, and I've got some big changes that's going to happen for sure. Like with my partner and I, figuring out where we want to live.
Yeah.
Do I want to keep doing the same job? Do I want to do night shift? Like big decisions, but I'm actually not scared.
Yeah.
Which is the nice thing, because I think I have been in the past. And then I'm just, because I've been scared, you just stay in that comfort.
Yeah.
Cool, obviously I get paid, good job, and you know what, whatever. But if it's not working for you personally, then okay, yeah, you can have comfort, but are you going to be happy? Now I'm like, well, I don't actually care about being scared of, maybe I'll do a whole new job, and do I have to learn a new skill? That's scary.
Which is like, but that's also your like happiness too.
Yeah, for sure.
New.
I'd rather go through having fear within myself and self-doubt, but if it's because of a reason for my happiness or for my life, like to bring a better feeling, a better sense of joy, or where I can be a better version of myself, then I'm now thinking I'm not scared to really take something head on.
Yeah, well, I've seen it. You know how we were talking about like how being out there on the adventure or like in the surf or whatever teaches you. Like, yes, I fuck it, go. But that's what I mean. Like, I've seen you actually do that in the surf. So like that's the correlation to life. There's like a massive set coming. You're like,
just go.
Yeah, let's go. Or you get fucked up in the barrel, and then
you pick yourself up and go. Let's paddle out to the next one. Even though I've just sliced my hand open, maybe need stitches, whatever. Let go. That's
is
the
that
same.
burger coming?
Oh, true. I forgot about that, dude. He's probably been here for ages. Oh. Wait, how do you know? Oh, he's here.
Yeah, I'll take the cash. Is that true? Is he here? Yeah. Yeah, nice. Well, one last thing just before we wrap up the podcast, Rafa.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a nice, short and sharp chat, and I'm sure we can save the audience
listening to us munch.
Yeah. The pain listening to us munch. Yeah. But I think I just wanted to say that I really enjoy this version of Rafa. I really enjoy this version of Steph. You know how you were saying before about maybe being unsure about how you might be perceived now, and like I feel as though you've never been more you. Like,
I appreciate that.
I feel like you've got stronger boundaries in like what you know is for you and what's not for you. So you've got stronger boundaries because you've been on this hero's journey to like understand more about who you are, what makes you happy, where you're headed. I feel like you're way more grounded as well.
For sure.
So, but then we also get the cheeky Rafa. Like we also get the cheeky guy who, but that's
There's
like that's you, you know.
You can never get rid of him.
Nah, we've always loved him. Yeah. But like, you know, getting drunk on the boat and like having nights where we're just being kids again and like, yeah, I hope we never grow out of that. Like maybe, I don't know.
I can't see myself growing up fully ever.
No, but I think that's part of the game as well.
Yeah.
Is like not to grow up.
Yeah. That's how I see my dad.
What, he hasn't grown up?
No.
Yeah, good.
He's scary, but he's never grown up.
Yeah. But I think, you know, there's times to be like a strong leader, like to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying to stay a boy.
Oh, for sure.
But be a man who's able to have fun like a kid.
Have fun like a kid. Show vulnerability. Show empathy. Show sympathy. Show passion. Like someone who can encompass what it means to be a human.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
You don't just have to be the macho man. And that's what I'm learning. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be the strongest. You don't need to be... At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter how you think, how people see you. It matters how you see yourself.
Yeah.
And I think, that's what I'm learning. And I hope anyone that listened took one thing from it. You know, I love sitting... We could have recorded 1,000 podcasts.
We could have,
sitting and chatting. You know, I love sitting and chatting with you, and I hope we get to do it for the rest of our lives. And I love you, and thanks for taking the time to listen to me, and I appreciate it.
Love you too, bro. It's it's been one of the, if not the biggest influences on my life, having our friendship, and the group of friends that we have. Like, I feel so grateful and so lucky to have our friendship.
Literally every day.
Yeah, and I'll speak just to you for a moment. But our friendship is one of the most fucking beautiful things in my whole life. I'm so grateful to have you in it.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you.
And I ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Nah.
No, I love you, Prof.
And I'm excited to have you up there when I get married in a couple of months.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I remember we were talking about this when we were kids in high school. Yeah. And it's actually going to happen, but I can't wait. But I can't wait to be there for you then, and I can't wait to be there for you when we're old and in a nursing home somewhere, chilling, still chatting.
No, we won't be in the nursing home, bro. We'll be
we'll have a boat.
We'll just be on our day trips, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody.
Oh, brother, I'm about to smash this burger and smash you in backgammon as well.
Oh.